have a special treat, we have a special guest. Some of you guys know her, Miss Shanika Howard. She's also the lab girl on YouTube, okay? And it's probably one of the influential histology YouTube channels because some of the students here come and enroll is because of Shanika, you know, and she's has some time here because she's from California. She's in California, but her heart's here in Orlando. Okay, so but she wanted to come out and see you all and do questions and talk about, you know, her journey through histology. As everybody else here, we have our own journeys, and hopefully when you guys graduate and start your own journey, you can tell other folks too as well. But first of all, before I turn it over to Shanika, I'd like to see if Dr. Harrison or Dean Turk has any words would like to say too as well.
How many people in here know that they're in one of the hottest fields in healthcare right now? What?
I'm going to. Let's give them some food.
Yeah, blood sugar's
A shot? Y'all want a shot? Okay.
You guys are so in demand. Shaniqua is gonna tell you what the field is like, and if you haven't had an opportunity to really check out her YouTube channel, lots of cool stuff for you, lots of encouraging things, helpful tips. I've seen her flash the VOC book and some questions. So feel free, pick her brain. It's what she wants. It's why she's here.
That's why I'm here.
But if you're wondering, did I make the right choice with histo?
Yes.
Okay, super hot field, lots and lots of jobs. You guys are gonna nail it, and then you're gonna come back and do this, right? Or just like Professor Kampmiller, come back and teach in this program, or run it, as it is in her circumstance. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Dr. Harrison. That was just my little pep talk. He's gonna outshine me. So
I'll be quick because there's food, right? And the guest speaker. So everybody, thank you for taking some time to be here. So there's a reason why U.S. News and World Report ranks Kaiser University among the top institutions in the nation year after year after year after year on social mobility, right? Bettering our situation in life, right? Income levels from before college versus after college, it's big. In 2023, we were ranked #1 in Orlando, #1 in Florida, and #1 in the nation on social mobility. It's a big deal, but it's because of students like you and alumni, right? So our goal is for everybody to be successful in your field. We all hear about there's a nursing shortage, there's this, there's that, right? Yes, there is, but there's even more demand in histotechnology, right? It's an amazing field. Everybody needs you, so there's huge opportunities. So I'm gonna pause right there, but really appreciate you coming out, spending some time. Everybody, we appreciate you. You're great.
Thank you.
I'll pause right there, right? We got some food.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. To the dean and to the professor for reaching out to them to see if I can come and talk with you guys. I know you guys probably don't know who I am. You're probably like, who is this girl? But my name is Shanika, and I'm a histotech, and I wanted to come and talk with you guys because I used to be where you are. Like, I was sitting here and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna get a job. Like, I was you guys, right? So I was like, oh my God, like, why am I enrolling in histology? Like, what am I doing? Like, I need to change my life. I was working in the call center. I don't know if you guys got, jobs outside of here where you just like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like, like I already changed careers. I want to see what's out there. I don't want to be a nurse because I don't want to be face to face with patients. I don't want to be, I can't go to medical school because I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. So what I did was I stumbled into histology because I was working in a call center in Lake Mary. And I was like, man, I want to go to school, but I don't know what I want to do. So I was on like the second classes that Kaiser had. So today I just want to talk about like my experience at school, how I studied for the ASCP. I also want to talk about, why I created the Lab Girl Circle. So do any of you guys watch my channel? Or any of you guys see my channel, the Lab Girl? Okay. All right. Well, I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for supporting my channel. And, if you ever want to ask me questions, I'll leave my email and everything at the end, and we can have questions at the end as well. But how I got into histology is because, like I said before, I wanted to change my life and I wanted to get a better job. I wanted to have a career, not just working like, jobs, keep switching jobs. So I came to class, and my goal, if I'm honest with you guys, my goal was just to pass. I didn't retain anything. I didn't know what I was reading. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what a special thing was. I didn't know how to cut. I didn't know what embedding was. My goal was just to pass the class, because I'm not sure if it's like this now, but if you don't pass, I think you have to like wait till like the next class. And you're like, oh my God, like my goal was just to pass. So I passed, I graduated. But when I'm with my other classmates, they have biology degrees, they knew what they were doing. They was applying for jobs at the clinicals, and I'm just sitting here like, I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't even understand Frida Carson. Like, who is Frida? Like, I'm just like, me and Frida not getting along, okay? I didn't understand anything. So I would go to my clinicals at like 4 a.m. in the morning. So that's like another change that was for me, because you used to going to work at like 7 a.m., 8 p.m. or night shift. So I would go to my clinicals at 4 a.m., go through clinicals, and I would see people actually like networking, talking, and they were actually setting up themselves a job. So whenever they're done with school, they will already have a job, and that wasn't even done with their test yet. So got through clinicals, graduated, then I took my test. I didn't waste any time. So by me not wasting any time, I failed. So I want you guys to know, which I teach on my channel, that you probably will fail. You can be sitting beside someone who would ace it the first time, and you like, oh my God, like, what did I do wrong? Or, I'm not gonna get this right. So after I failed my test, I was depressed. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm dumb. How am I gonna pass my, the ASCP? So if we're being real, 4 years went by. I'm still working in Lake Mary. I'm still working at the call center. I'm still making $11-something an hour. I'm like, just like, oh my God, like, what can I do? Like, why am I not, being a histotech? Like, why am I letting my life go by? And I just got a whole college, degree. So it was in July. I was like, you know what? And I remember the months, because that's when my life changed. So I applied for the ASCP, and I was literally on my 5th year. And I think you have like 5 years to actually like, you're done. Because if you don't take it in 5 years, you have to like literally probably go through like the whole accreditation again. I think that's how it goes. So I let 4.5 years go by. Year 5, I submitted to actually take the BOC. So I remember I was waiting back for my email, and ASCP told me, yes, you can take it. So at this point, I knew that I had to like crack open Frida and literally start from, you guys know I call Frida the mother. If you guys watch me, that's the Bible, that's the mom, and the study book is the daughter. That's how I had to represent. Like, I had to get like into layman's terms, like for me to really understand like some of the chemicals, some of the fixatives. I don't know if you guys like, I've never heard of oxymosium, testosterone. I never heard of a lot of these chemicals. I'm just like, how am I gonna really remember what to do? Once again, because my goal is to change my life. So, cracked open a book, and I worked from home. So that was like a good little thing for me, because as I'm working from home, as I'm taking calls, I was able to actually study at the same time. So studying, I'm working from home. So I literally cracked open that book, and I really started from like fixation. And I did not move on from fixation. I wrote everything down. I created my own flashcards. I made sure that I didn't move on to the next chapter until like I totally understood what I was doing. Because when you're in school, you're just trying to just get through school. You're really not retaining a lot of things. I mean, some of you guys are probably really, really smart. So maybe you guys are retaining everything, but I wasn't retaining nothing. So I literally sat down, and I really just like cracked open the book, and I just like, okay, what are some key tools that I can use so I can remember certain terms? So I would literally go to my book, and literally it was something that's relatable. So if I felt like it was a street name, if I felt like it was like someone I knew, like that's how I was able to like memorize certain things in the book. So took my test, and on September the 11th, I actually passed my test. So passed my test, and on that day, you guys, I want to tell you guys, like I knew I didn't have a job. I I didn't know where I was gonna work. I didn't know what I was gonna do. But I knew at that point, like, I knew my life was gonna be different. I knew I wasn't gonna make $11 an hour anymore. I knew I was gonna change my life. And it's emotional for me because it's like, I don't know what you guys got going on in your personal life, but if you know that you can like see it, then you can really believe it.